Donald Trump is a name that evokes strong emotions. He has been a businessman, TV personality, and the 45th President of the United States. Born into wealth, Trump used his business acumen to build a real estate empire. He later leveraged his celebrity status to enter politics. His presidency was marked by significant achievements and controversies. Some see him as a champion of the people, while others view him as a divisive figure. Trump's rise to power was unprecedented. He broke many political norms and reshaped American politics. Understanding Trump's journey helps explain his influence today. This essay will explore Trump's life, from his early years to his lasting legacy. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York. He was the fourth of 5 children in a wealthy family. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. From a young age, Donald was exposed to the world of business. He attended the New York Military Academy, where he excelled in sports and academics. Trump studied at Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School. He graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics. After college, he joined his father's real estate business, the Trump Organization. Donald quickly made a name for himself in large-scale real estate projects. In the 1970s, Trump developed iconic properties like the Grand Hyatt Hotel and Trump Tower. His bold business moves and larger-than-life personality made him a media sensation. Despite financial challenges, Trump always managed to bounce back. He was not just a businessman, he was a brand. Trump's entry into politics was not a sudden move. He had flirted with the idea for decades. In the late 1980s, he considered running for president. He even made appearances at political events and spoke about national issues. However, it wasn't until 2015 that he formally announced his candidacy for the presidency. Trump's campaign was unconventional. He used his skills as a media personality to gain attention. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," resonated with many Americans. He promised to bring jobs back, secure the borders, and drain the swamp in Washington. His straightforward, often controversial style set him apart from other candidates. Trump faced criticism from both sides of the political spectrum. Despite this, he built a strong base of supporters who appreciated his outsider status. He won the Republican nomination, defeating seasoned politicians like Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz. The 2016 election was one of the most contentious in recent history. His message of change and disruption struck a chord with voters who felt left behind. The 2016 presidential campaign was a turning point in American politics. Trump faced off against Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. The race was marked by heated debates, scandals, and unprecedented media coverage. Trump's campaign strategy focused on rallying his base and using social media to bypass traditional news outlets. Trump held large rallies across the country, where he spoke directly to his supporters. His messages were clear and direct. He criticized trade deals, promised to build a wall on the US-Mexico border, and vowed to repeal Obamacare. His rhetoric appealed to many who felt ignored by the political elite. Clinton's campaign, meanwhile, struggled to counter Trump's populist appeal. She faced her own controversies, including the email scandal, which Trump used to his advantage. On November 8, 2016, Trump won the presidency in a stunning upset. His victory shocked political analysts and pollsters who had predicted a Clinton win. Trump's election highlighted deep divisions in American society and set the stage for a turbulent presidency. Section 5. The Trump administration's domestic policies. Trump's presidency brought significant changes to domestic policy. One of his first major actions was signing an executive order to withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He also focused on reducing regulations, which he claimed stifled economic growth. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 was a landmark achievement, lowering corporate tax rates and aiming to stimulate the economy. Healthcare was another major issue. Trump and the Republican-controlled Congress attempted to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. Although they did not fully succeed, they managed to eliminate the individual mandate penalty. Trump's administration also took a hard stance on immigration. The travel ban on several predominantly Muslim countries sparked legal battles and protests. His push to build a border wall led to a government shutdown in 2018. Despite opposition, Trump secured funding for portions of the wall. Supporters praised the economic growth and deregulation efforts. Critics argued that the tax cuts favored the wealthy and increased the national deficit. Section 6. Foreign policy under Trump. Trump's foreign policy was marked by nationalism and bilateral agreements. He prioritized America first, challenging traditional alliances and trade deals. He withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Agreement, arguing it was unfair to American workers. Trump renegotiated NAFTA, creating the USMCA. Aimed at balanced trade and protecting jobs, relations with North Korea were significant. Historic summits aimed at denuclearization. Critics argued he gave legitimacy without concessions. Trump's approach to NATO drew attention. Criticized members for not meeting defense spending. His foreign policy was unconventional and controversial. Section 7. Impeachment and controversies. Trump's presidency was not without scandals and controversies. In 2019, he became the third U.S. president to be impeached. The House of Representatives charged him with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The charges stemmed from allegations that Trump pressured Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, his political rival. The impeachment trial in the Senate ended in acquittal. Republicans argued that the evidence did not warrant removal from office. Democrats contended that Trump's actions were a clear abuse of presidential power. The impeachment highlighted deep partisan divides in Congress and among the American public. Other controversies included the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Special counsel Robert Mueller's report did not establish that Trump conspired with Russia, but did not exonerate him on obstruction of justice. Trump's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic also drew criticism. Supporters praised efforts like Operation Warp Speed, which helped accelerate vaccine development. These controversies shaped public perception of Trump's presidency. Section 8. The 2020 election and its aftermath. The 2020 election was highly contentious. Trump ran for re-election against Joe Biden. The campaign was influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic. Trump's rallies drew large crowds while Biden used virtual events. Biden criticized Trump's handling of the pandemic. The election saw unprecedented voter turnout. On November 7th, major news outlets declared Biden the winner. Trump claimed widespread voter fraud, leading to legal challenges. The controversy culminated in the storming of the U.S. Capitol. The 2020 election had a lasting impact on American politics and society. Section 9. Post-presidency activities. After leaving office, Trump remained a prominent figure in American politics. He continued to assert claims of election fraud and criticized the Biden administration. Trump held rallies and maintained a strong presence on social media, despite being banned from major platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Trump also focused on supporting candidates in the Republican Party who aligned with his views. He endorsed numerous candidates in the 2022 midterm elections, aiming to influence the party's direction. His endorsements carried significant weight, showing his continued influence within the GOP. In addition to his political activities, Trump returned to his business ventures. He launched a new social media platform called Truth Social, aiming to provide a space for free speech. Despite no longer being president, Trump's impact on American politics remains strong. Section 10. Legacy and influence. Donald Trump's legacy is a subject of intense debate. Supporters view him as a transformative figure who challenged the status quo and fought for the average American. They credit him with economic growth, deregulation, and a more assertive foreign policy. His ability to connect with voters who felt ignored by traditional politicians is seen as a significant achievement. Critics, however, argue that Trump's presidency was marked by divisiveness and disregard for democratic norms. They point to his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, his approach to immigration, and his role in the events of January 6, 2021, as major failures. Trump's influence on the Republican Party is undeniable. He reshaped the party's identity, moving it towards a more populist and nationalist stance. Ultimately, Trump's legacy will be judged by history. Whether viewed positively or negatively, Trump's time in office has left an indelible mark on the United States. Section 11. Conclusion. Donald Trump's journey from business mogul to political powerhouse is a remarkable story. His rise to prominence, unconventional presidency, and continued influence make him a unique figure in American history. Trump's ability to connect with a significant portion of the electorate, while also being a highly polarizing figure, underscores the complexities of his legacy. This essay has explored Trump's early life, business career, and political achievements. It has highlighted key moments and controversies that defined his presidency, and examined his lasting impact on American politics. Whether one views him as a hero or a villain, Donald Trump's impact is undeniable. As history continues to unfold, his role in shaping the course of the nation will remain a topic of discussion and debate.